Welcome back to another episode of In the 1-1. Here, my man Tommy.
How are you, mate?
What a fantastic day it was out at Randwick.
Yeah.
Everest Day.
Mate, unbelievable. Crowds got out there. Great location. Yeah, I loved it, mate.
It was apparently the youngest crowd ever. I can validate that. There were a lot of young fillies out there.
Yeah.
There was...
They'll all be backing up, I think, at this Golden Eagle. Have you heard about the Golden Eagle dating day at the races?
No.
Yeah, apparently there's a new thing about the colour band you wear and what that says about your relationship status.
Will you be out there?
Not sure yet, 50-50, but red means you're taken, green means it's go, go, go.
Oh, okay. Interestingly, on that, because that's obviously the same as Derby Day, and McDonald is elected to stay in Sydney to partner Autumn Glow.
Yeah, I think he's had enough of Chris Waller telling him to go down to Melbourne. Via's going to have her campaign all done after this weekend, so now he's like, stuff ya. I'm staying in Sydney. I'm going to ride Autumn Glow in the Golden Eagle.
Pick up the cash.
Collect a fat paycheck for his jockey's fee and the prize money.
He'd be still doing tough.
He could still ride the most winners at the Flemington Carnival and miss Saturday, just given he's going to ride Tuesday, Thursday, and this following Saturday.
Yeah, he actually hasn't ridden a winner for the last 2 Saturdays.
Yeah, he struggled. I actually know that. And he's also struggled at the midweeks too, at Wednesdays. He had a good Wednesday actually this week.
Heard it here first, J-Max cast. No,
yeah,
joking.
petty.
Actually tipping him in on VR. So, but just quickly, mate, it was a fantastic day out there.
Track was perfect.
Track was perfect. We were obviously both a little bit against K-ing Rising when it was $1.50. He got out to the evens.
Yeah.
Easily could have been on at the evens.
Yeah.
Wasn't a race, but yeah, mate, fantastic day, some fantastic results for us. Now, yes, last 3 weeks we've been on fire, and this is going to be a week that I am skeptical. This is the week where I'm probably going to pull back the purse strings a little bit.
100%.
And I hate Moonee Valley. I'm loving the fact that they're ripping this goat of a track up. Everyone's been getting emotional on all the stupid racing shows. I couldn't give a shit. I hate the place. I'm looking forward to the new...
Yeah, the new... I think the new track's going to have a 330 metre straight.
Fight another track that could potentially be worth betting at. But... So we are going to do the Valley. We're going to do the Cox Plate, and then we're just going to do races 6, 7, 8, and 9 in Sydney.
Beautiful.
All right, let's start off with the Cox Plate. Let's go straight there.
Sweet. We'll go there. Speed. Interesting. The favourite or the speed influence of the races come out. Globe this morning. Some heart issue the vets found. So that opens it up. I don't know who's going to find the front. Light Infantryman from gate 9 could burn it up, but I think Treasure of the Moment can find the front too. I don't see any speed. Antino, gate 6, could show some intent. This horse has taken off before at the 1,000 metres and made sustained runs. Via Sistina gets a lovely run, gate 5. There's going to have all options there from James. He can find the 1-1, the box seat, sit outside the lead. I think if he wants to take it by the scruff of the neck this race. But yeah, all options.
There seems to be a lot of people tipping Antino. I think probably for some maybe lack of pace.
Yeah, lack of pace. Maybe just because it beat Via Sistina home last start.
I think we're both, like when you and I have discussed it each time, Chris Waller is good at GF Day.
Yeah.
What he cares about is grand final day.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he is going to have a cherry ripe on the day. Do I want to dive into $2.20? No. I thought the last run was admirable against the pace, against the suiting of the race. I just think she wins.
Yeah.
As you said, she finds that 1-1. She's going to be too good. She's too strong.
100%.
I don't think she's going to win it by 9 lengths like she did that one time, but she's the horse I want to be on. Maybe Antino for second pick. I don't know. I just think she wins.
Yeah, I'm the same. I saw her track work today at the Valley. It was, might have been yesterday's track work.
Breakfast, yeah.
She changed strides beautifully. She was on the right leg. James was holding her so tightly and she still wanted to go. She's just Waller, grand final. You look at her fourth up stats, 4 starts, fourth up, 3 wins and a second. This horse just peaks on the weekend. And I'm going to disagree with Mace in the fact that I think 220 is a great price. I think the World Tote Pool is going to smack her late, and I think she's going to start in the red.
Oh yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not bagging that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not bagging.
Yeah.
It's not just for me. It's not a race I want to be really truck
Yeah,
loading.
okay. I've taken 225 and I'm happy to be on. I just think drawing inside Antino is perfect for James to decide.
To dictate what
He does. If Antino sits behind him, then he goes perfect. I'm in front of Antino. And if Antino sits in front of him, he just jumps
gets
on his
his
back.
drive.
He just does whatever he wants, right? Antino's got to make his mind up. And if Antino sits behind him, takes off, James goes, sweet, I'm following you, let's go. So he holds all the aces, I reckon.
Yep. I'm in agreement. All right, there we go.
Get away
We're
from
both on the favourite. Let's
Lovely.
just get straight back up to Sydney. Let's get through it.
Yep.
As we said, it's not a day. I've only got the 2 bets personally. And let's just get into it. It's 7 metre rail,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's going to be a dry track.
Lucky lane 8.
Lucky lane 8. This track could play quite on pace. Which can be tricky for betting. It's usually not the days. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Just depends what sort of horses, maps, what I like. But we're predicting you're going to want to be up there. You're not going to want to be too far off them.
100%. Yeah, the bets that I've found and honed in on have been the ones that I think are going to be sitting on speed and towards the inside lanes.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's kick off with race 6.
Yeah, Craven Plate. This race had Sodelius in the nominations until acceptances came out Wednesday. They decided to spell Sodelius after it was scratched from the Melbourne Cup.
Well, I thought it was going to a Cox Plate.
Cox played into a Melbourne Cup. Then they got their Melbourne Cup vets check, and the vet found an issue, or so they believe, and called it, I think. And that means because it was out of the Melbourne Cup on vet's advice, it means it also had to come out of the Cox Plate.
Yeah.
It was in this race. I think he could have got about 220 or 225 Lindemann, and then acceptances come out. No Sodelius, and Lindeman's up to $1.65. And this just looks, he's raced again. I mean, the horse is flying up on speed. Nash is just loving it, and it's going to find Lucky Lane 8, be up on speed, and I don't think they'll be able to get past it. What do you think, Mace?
Oh, mate, I was very bullish on him last week. Did exactly as we said he would. We're not getting the same luxury of black odds here, though.
Yeah.
He just leads and wins.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you want to take those odds, please yourself, but got to have it up in a double, surely. Doubles and triples.
I think you're just using him as an odds boost for other races. He's just absolutely low flying his horse.
100%.
Gets everything once again to suit here. I don't see how he gets beat.
Yep. Sweet.
All right, let's move along. Race 7.
Race 7, Calendar Presnell. This race used to be something else, and then they changed the names, gave it more money. But Farnacle's come out, which makes this race super interesting now with the map. I've got Ruination and Rivellino. They're going to take it up. Rivellino actually jumped well in the Caulfield Guineas, restrained because it was a fast tempo, and just got a lovely run up there. And I think it's going to get another lovely run again. Nash, Blinkers, Gate 1 just screams intent to me. And then the other favourite, Ruination, will be up on speed. I Hope is the other chance. It'll settle back from the 2, hopefully get its chance. But what did you think here, Mace?
Well, as you know, Rivellino's been a horse of mine. I tipped him when he went on his little winning streak early on. Mm-hmm. I also said that I was declaring Autumn Boy, and if I was saving on something at the double figure odds, it was him. Yep. He ran, if you go and watch closely in the straight, he copped it when Autumn Boy came out. And he copped a little bit of check. There's a bit of interference.
Yep.
And then he continued just to find bits and pieces of interference.
Yep.
I don't think he loved the Melbourne way of going. It was a Sydney, once again, Sydney horse going to Caulfield. Look, he gets back to his own. He gets back to Sydney way of going. He's got the blinkers on. He's got Nash. Barrier 1. He'll probably just sit box seat.
Yeah, I had him box seat for sure.
You have him box seat.
He could even lead this if Tommy's comes out.
I don't think he's a leader, but
yeah. I know what you're saying, but class might just get him over the line.
He's just so far back in class from what he's been racing against.
Yeah.
So look, Autumn Boy,
Baywatch,
Wadton, Tempted. This is just these horses aren't in that same league.
100%.
Not like it's to me. This is my best bet of the day. Rivellino. I think he wins.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wins. Not very comfortably, but I just think class prevails. He's rock hard fit now.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think he'll get the 2,000 as well.
Yeah.
I think he's the best horse. Gets blinkers, gets Nash, gets inside gate on what I think will be a day where you want to draw on the inside.
For sure. Ticks all the boxes, and I think with Farnacle coming out, it just gave it so much more conviction that this was the one to hone in on.
Correct.
Yeah. More favourites. It looks like it's a favourites weekend, but I think it's just about picking
and
the right favourites.
It is, and this is especially when we've been on a bit of a heater the last 3 weeks, so you just be careful. Especially the ones with the short odds. I hate diving into too many short odds.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we now go to the Spring Champion Stakes. Give us the map, Tommy.
Map looks pretty straightforward here. The good chances of drawing low that are going to be up on speed. That's Crusader Voyage, the Pearls, Shangri La Boy. Champagne Hero is going to slide across, I think, and sit outside the lead. But I think the real leader here is going to be Shangri La Boy, Nash on, and I think this will find the front. It found the front in the main lead up, and I think it'll be up on speed again.
Yeah. I'll let you talk about him first because I know you're keen on him, and I'm in agreement, so I'll let you do the speaking here.
So the Gloaming Stakes is the main lead up to the Spring Championship has been. I think 7 of the last 10 winners have come out of this race. This has always been the main lead up as they come to the Spring Championship. And this horse, Shangri-La Boy, won that on that occasion, led throughout and was holding them, put 2 lengths on them back to second place. The time was really strong. I know it was a good 3 that day, not on track rating, but just based on the times that they were running. And this horse broke the clock, ran a minute 49 for the 1800. That is low flying. I like that it gets Nash on. I like that it draws low. I like that it finds Lucky Lane 8. And I just think it ticks all the boxes like Rivellino, right spot, right jockey, right time to peak. Grand final day, happy to be on. The other danger that the market's found is Attica. Comes through the Dolcify, which hasn't always been the main lead up. And I just think it might be a little bit weaker. It's going to be drawn wide, back, and it got speed to suit last start. They went real quick. It had the blinkers on, and it didn't finish very strongly. Like its last 400, last 200 visually was impressive, but you go and look at its sectionals, and it was about 20th, 21st best of the day. So it wasn't coming home as strong as you think. But, I'm all over Shangri-La Boy. I think that's the best run out of the main lead-up.
I'm going to say 3 things. Nash, Nash, and Nash.
Yeah.
I think he's going to go back-to-back 3 races in a row. Go forward horses. Drawn inside, not go forward Rivellino, but will be positive. He's going to have a big day. I'm tipping he'll be short in the Jockeys Challenge.
Oh, for sure.
And if he's not, I'd be having something on.
Yep.
Mate, I'm in total agreement with everything that you said there. I love it. It doesn't look to be an abundance of pace. Should just dictate.
Not in these races. Like, even though they're large fields, a lot of these horses, these young ones, are on trial at the 2000, so they sort of want to cuddle their horse, try and get them to settle, and that just leaves Shangri-La Boy out in front, doing as it pleases. And it can roll along too. That tempo that it set in the Gloaming.
And I don't think Regan's going to go and pressure out of the stable, mate.
Exactly right.
It's the only one that looks like it should. So
100%.
Mate, we are in agreement once again. All right, we move on to the invitation. That will be the last race that we will be doing.
Mm-hmm. Super tricky.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the map? Go the map.
All right, we'll start with the map. Big field. I think they're going to put on a bit of tempo here. O Diamond Lil, Gerringong, Overriding, Manal also likes to sit up on speed. They're all drawn in good spots to roll forward, not do much work, but I think they're going to put on the tempo. And that'll suit horses like Monty Supreme out the back, Miss Roumbini, Steffi Magnetica. They're all going to get really nice runs, I think. As for Gangster Granny, that horse is drawn wide, up from the 12 to the 1400. And I'm not sure it's going to run out a strong 1400. So going back, I think they're in a world of pain from gate 11. I don't know what they do. If they roll forward and they sit wide, well, the horse is none. And I think if they go back, the horse is probably also none. So, what do you think here, Mace?
I think Miss Roumbini won't be as far back as people. Like I think she could easily be sitting, say, 4th, 5th, 6th, somewhere there.
Yeah.
Like she's kind of drawn to get that run.
Yeah, well, she's 7, but the emergency's gate 1, so everyone's going to come down a gate.
Yeah.
So she'll come into 6, Miss Roumbini.
Yeah, so she's kind of drawn to get that nice little run. She can
sure.
find a way. And if he can be sitting just better than midfield in a race where they should string out a little bit because there's some genuine tempo. This will be the one race where something can come from just behind.
Yep.
We tipped her when she was meant to be in 2 weeks ago. She's obviously had some sort of minor setback. Just a friend of mine knows the owner, apparently has overcome the setback.
Yep.
Stable sounds relatively confident.
Yep.
I think when you go through and you look at it, I think if like at set weights and penalties, Steffi Magnetica should be winning this race.
For sure.
Going back looking at her first up run, it was a forgive run, but she wasn't. I don't think she's at her best.
Queries out, you're putting it out there.
Yeah, and then the trial as well. She just looked a bit like ridden.
She's definitely a mare that improves with racing.
Second
up is still not at her best, I don't think.
No, well, she's never won second up.
Yeah.
I think she does improve. Probably, what would be her major target?
I mean, now, I don't know.
It's a bit of a weird one.
It is, I agree. I don't know what's available for Steffi after, the Empire Rose. I'm just looking the Champions Mile at Flemington on the final day of the carnival. That's about it, right?
So you got, So anyway, Manal's last win was solo.
Yeah.
Similar form lines in here during on Firestorm.
Yep.
Look, I was really keen on Miss Roumbini going into last start. My only reason that I'm not super confident going into this is the fact of the track would be quite on pace, but I think the race shape sets up for her to get her chance.
Yeah.
I think if she runs up to those last 2 runs, I think she's got the best kind of she's in very good form here. Yep. I can see Manal's probably definitely got a chance, but I'm pretty keen on Miss Roumbini. I think she's maybe going to be one of the better bets of the day. Be keeping a very close eye on the track just to make sure that it's not absolutely dynamite.
Yeah.
But she's who I want to be with.
100%. I completely echo the thoughts that you're saying. Steffi Magnetica, too short at $7, I think, given the queries that Mace mentioned. Manal, top chance. I think it's in good form, nice map. 460, and then you got Miss Roumbini for all the points Mace mentioned, absolutely flying this prep. Little setback, but I think we're getting a decent enough price to find out. And then Gangster Granny 650, I can't believe it's that short. I'll be completely against it. So I think the book I'd be making is around Manal, Miss Roumbini, and then being against Gangster Granny, and that's kind of my book.
Yep.
Come out even if anything else knocks us off.